let me first say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, students, I am very happy to be here this afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me to participate in this very important event. I want to congratulate the band. They have done us proud. I was wondering what they were doing here because nobody initially had told them to sing. So, and they have sung 2 songs. The first one, I guess, was for me. And the second one for Mabel and Kaimeni. Congratulations, you sang well. Your music is good. Feedback, you want some feedback? Feedback on your music? Huh? You want some feedback? Feedback is, no, it's okay. I think the second song, you need to make it a little bit slower. It was a bit, I think the way it is, the way it was sung, it was a bit slower. I think your beats were a bit faster. All time, okay. Okay, then that's a good explanation. I got some very good information from your song, which I will pass on to my son, Nick. I'll tell him there is a hole 4 and a hole 6. But let me say that the Jomo Kenyatta Tech Expo is an excellent platform for me to engage and interact with Kenya's new generation of leaders and promise. The young, talented, and creative students are pointing the way along which, as a country, we must proceed in order to realize total national transformation. Imagination, ambition, and talent is congregated here in a concerted drive to eradicate hunger, poverty, and human suffering. This is the significance, in my opinion, of this Expo. Our commitment as a government to transform Kenya is emphatic on the role of the youth, technology, and innovation in enhancing national prosperity, increasing happiness, and eradicating poverty. The Kenya National Vision 2030 is very clear on the big role of technology and innovation in our journey towards prosperity and transformation. This is exactly as it should be. Throughout human history, social transformation and civilization paradigm shift have been triggered by technology and innovation. In prehistoric times, our ancestors' use of stone tools hundreds of thousands of years ago, as well as the discovery of fire, changed the course of human destiny for all time. More recently, the discovery of the steam engine, electricity, and the mechanization of industrial activity also propelled humanity into an epoch of unprecedented social and economic transformation. In our time, computing and digital innovation has brought us and continue to transport us into a new, brave new world that would have been difficult to envision yesterday. Technology, therefore, not only offers the promise of solving global and local challenges, it also promises to end human suffering if it is approached with sufficient commitment and innovation. I have no doubt that this Expo is our demonstration as a nation of the strong intent, to confront our challenges with that commitment and imagination. Your theme, Changing Lives Through Innovation, speaks precisely to this aspiration. The Jkuat is the first institution to place agricultural technology in the same discussion and elevate it to its corporate identity. In days gone past, agriculture was a most uninspiring drudgery, employing ancient methods and routines and shunning all innovation. As a result, we have today, every part of agriculture relies on highly advanced science and technology, from biotechnology to production as well as transportation and manufacturing. As a result, we are producing more. The challenges today is to meet the demands of our population that keeps expanding exponentially. I congratulate the university management for working persistently and consistently focusing on its core mandate. This has enabled the institution to maintain its leadership in training, research, and innovation both locally and throughout the continent. The location here of the Pan-African University's Institute of Basic Science, Technology, and Innovation testifies to your unmistakable footprint. Leadership comes in many forms. There is no doubt that in terms of innovation and technology, young people are the leaders of now and tomorrow. The young are indispensable to any engagement and discourse centering on innovation and technology. A society that wishes to experience rapid transformation must therefore embrace the important role the youth play in igniting, driving, and maintaining a transformational momentum. The government is not going back on its commitment to strengthen the capacity of our young people to engage in national development. This is why we are facilitating their participation in entrepreneurship through expanded training, financial support, and preferential access to business opportunities. It is our belief as government that we will be well on our way to transformation if our youth, or our young people, for that matter, get on board as quickly as possible. What I have witnessed here today vindicates this belief. This Expo speaks to the depth and scope of our potential for dramatic positive change and the validity of our collective dream as a nation. Indeed, I am aware that once upon a time, this Expo was only a dream in the mind of one student. And today, it is an incredible platform to demonstrate and share the promise that lies in technology and innovation. Here is the next crop. The people I see here is the next crop of impressive and transformational inventors and technology leaders for Kenya and Africa. You will be leading Africa when our continent will be leading the world. And that day is coming sooner than we all expect. I encourage, before I say my last remarks, let me say two more things that are important, that has come to my mind as I was sitting here. Eric mentioned the student leader who spoke with passion. on behalf of everybody else here, said that the universities need support, additional government financing, more innovative ways of trying to do things. And I want to say two things. One, as Professor Kaimenyi has said here, we have ideas on how we can enhance partnerships between universities and private sector and other partners to be able to attract more resources, expand resources available for university training. This year, we are going to be spending 49 billion shillings for university education in Kenya from government resources. Additional resources naturally will come with partners like our Chinese friends and others who are prepared to work with us in university training that will give us men and women that will drive technology and innovation of today and tomorrow. I want also to let you know that our strong commitment to technology and innovation as a government is demonstrated by a couple of things. The resources that we are allocating for training. This year, we are constructing 60 technical training institutes around the country. We will be constructing another 100 technical training institutes next year. Because we believe to be able to support the kind of innovation that I have seen in this expo, you need more hands, more relevant skills, and more competencies that will help support the innovation that is going to drive the transformation of our country. On Tuesday, this week, the cabinet approved the Presidential Digital Innovation Program that is going to bring on board many ICT graduates to work in government so that we can facilitate the transition of the government of Kenya from an analog to a digital platform. Many young people, I'm sure some of you seated in this auditorium today, will be part of that program. And we are looking forward to you, your colleagues in other universities, participating in that program. There will be an advert tomorrow in our newspapers for students coming from Jkuat and other universities to participate in that program of Presidential Digital Innovation Platform, which will help government transit from an analog to a digital platform as we discover that the way to the future is through technology and innovation. Let me also say that I was very impressed to see the launch of Taifa, which is the computer assembled by students in Jkuat. You have our unqualified support as you pioneer the process of assembly of computers progressively into telephones for the country, for our country, instead of importing completed computers or telephones. Let me say here that we are very clear on how we want to move as a nation. We are laying the foundation for the industrial revolution of our country. The standard gauge railway that is now in the works, the 10,000 or so kilometers of tarmac that is being rolled out, the 5,000 megawatts of energy that is being rolled out, are for us to lay a platform for the transformation of our country. And our focus now, after laying the foundation, having improved human capital, because we are getting more and more men and women trained in our technical training institutes, in our universities, to provide the human capital that will drive our transformation. We are laying the infrastructure that will facilitate that transformation. We are generating energy that will power the engines of that transformation. So Kenya is ready, prepared for industrial revolution. And I want you to be part of it.